what happened to her recently was that she went out and the sky was completely clear and it was filled with stars, and she admired it for about like 10 seconds before she suddenly found herself being on high alert, looking out for a shooting star, waiting for something to come, something like extraordinary, something abnormal to happen so that she could feel fulfilled watching the stars. And later she realized that this is exactly what she shouldn't be doing. You know, she like spent all her time looking for the extraordinary things. She spent all her time looking for things that exceeded her expectations, that she forgot to look at the little things, the insanely beautiful little things, like all the other little stars in the sky. And I was just thinking about that just now when I was stargazing, because I think even the last time that I did this, when I was scared and stressed, and I just looked at the stars for comfort. And obviously listening to Chris and Aggie, I always see shooting stars, and that's really cool to me. So when I was scared, I looked for a shooting star, and when I didn't see one, I remember getting so scared and anxious, as if like even the universe was telling me that nothing good was going to happen, that I didn't have any stars to wish on to something good to happen. But after I read that note, I realized that it is indeed such an amazing metaphor, because in stargazing, sometimes when you first lie down, there's nothing to see, and you won't see any shooting stars, and some parts of the sky will seem darker than others because your eyes haven't adjusted yet. But what you have to realize is that it takes time for your eyes to make out the smaller little pinpricks of light that aren't as obvious as the others. And then a whole world of new, good, little tiny things are open up to you. And so tonight when I was stargazing, I tried to do that. I put on Kusanagi and I watched the stars, and I didn't see any shooting stars, but it was okay, because I spent time looking at each little one, and I imagined there being a little person, as if each star was like a little planet, and there was a little person stargazing on them as well. I like smiled at the little person because, well, personally I still think that there is life out there in the universe as well, and they're wondering whether they're aliens as well, and we're probably aliens to them. So in that way I like took time to appreciate every single little star, although there was still a section in the sky above me that was like slightly darker than the rest, and if I thought about it too hard, it felt like it was closing in on me. But then after I listened to the song like for the 4th time, there was suddenly a moment, and it genuinely felt like the sky actually lit up, and then suddenly I could just see like 1,000 billion stars, and I was like, holy moly, it's happening. Like I literally gasped, because I don't know, I feel like I've kind of adapted to the song and felt like the more that I listen to it, the less I feel as if I'm kind of teaching myself like as if I've overdone it, you know, kind of. But when that moment happened, I felt like the first time that I ever listened to the song, and it was really cool because the whole sky lit up, and then I just saw so many little stars, and everything just became so overwhelmingly beautiful that I genuinely, I gasped, and I put my hand to my mouth, and I just lay there, like, with like, my mouth agape, just overwhelmed, and, like, I actually started crying. What? I was just having a perfectly normal night, aside from Linda calling me, which is, like, a normal emotional thing, but yeah, anyway, when the sky lit up, it was then and only then, like, that moment that I saw a shooting star. And I think that was really cool because it just, like, applies to that whole metaphor of, like, life being like stargazing, you know, you gotta wait for the time to come, or like, just let things happen as they happen and not look for the extraordinary things always, but just appreciate all the little things. I don't know, just, like, make do with what you have, and then when the extraordinary things do come, they're just 1,000 times better. We can't normalize what's perfect or insane, because then we'll have nothing more to look forward to.